When we're done, we'll take it to New Orleans. 10th-ranked Cincinnati squaring off with Tulane. It is the final weekend of the regular season in the American Conference. Why are those two matchups so important? Cincinnati has a one-game lead on Wichita State with 2 games remaining. And by the way, they play in Wichita on Sunday. Cincinnati with a win tonight over Tulane would clinch at least a share of the American title. Meanwhile, Wichita State, remember, in its first year in the American Conference, would force a conference-deciding game on Sunday if they can finish off tonight with a win. Adam Amin, John Thompson III, and Coach Greg Marshall did not shy away from telling his team about how big this game is.
No, not at all. He compared it to an AFC or NFC championship game. He doesn't want them thinking about that big Super Bowl on Sunday. This is a big-time game for them tonight.
For Sunday to matter, you got to win today, is what he told his team right before they took the floor tonight. It'll be Chad Brown and Shaq Morris eventually for the tip.
I think the referee has a few jitters right now.
That's Jeffrey Clark, along with Lamar Simpson and James Breeding tonight. By far the most suspenseful tip-off of the season.
I think Jeffrey Clark should get a foul for that toss right there.
UCF, a team that has dealt with a ton of injuries over the course of the season, somehow 8-8 in the American Conference, and still could be as high as a 5th seed when the conference tournament begins next week. A.J. Davis travels.
You spoke about UCF's stick-to-itiveness. I mean, they've had major injuries. And these kids just keep fighting, and they believe in each other. And they believe, hey, forget who's not here. With the group that we have here, we're going to have some success.
Wichita State, meanwhile, has won 6 in a row and 8 of their last 9, in position to at least have a share of the American Conference title and potentially have the 1 seed in next week's American Conference tournament. Chad Brown picks up the first foul.
And, you know, when they played in Wichita, UCF had a lot of foul trouble. They can't have that tonight. The Chad Browns of the world need to stay on the court for them to have a chance.
Shaq Morris. He has been, I think, Wichita State's most important player during this winning streak.
Shaq might be the most important player for the season.
Great cut, and B.J. Taylor finishes.
That's very good movement right there by UCF. They want to stay aggressive and attack. You know, they want to, I don't want to say milk the clock, but they want to take wide shots after making Wichita State work a little bit on defense. But they want to go inside.
Landry Shamet hits a 3.
You might be saying that a lot tonight. Landry Shamet hits a 3.
He has been outstanding as of late.
Makes just under 3, about 2.6 threes a game.
Shot clock down to 4. A.J. Davis leaning into a defender.
Yeah, I thought, obviously he was trying to draw the foul right there, but I think A.J. succeeded in doing that. I don't think the defender was vertical right there.
There was some clear bumping when he leaned in for that shot. Here's Morris. Cesar DeJesus with the rebound. B.J. Taylor, their leading scorer, playing in his 12th straight game after missing 16 with a left foot injury.
And that right there is indicative of B.J. Taylor. He gets into the lane and then makes very good decisions. He has a nice, strong body. He can finish through contact or decide to kick it out to his teammates. He gets there, and then he makes very good decisions.
Wichita State did not shoot particularly well in their victory over UCF in Wichita the first time around. This time Davis draws the foul.
Well, let me just say this. You know, that was nice penetration again by Taylor. Kick out to Davis, who then in turn went downhill and attacked. But down the other end, you know, we're 3 minutes in, and Big Shaq Morris has taken 3 jump shots already. Yep. Now, and the big fella can make that, and that's part of his package. That's part of his repertoire. But he needs to get his big behind down on the block and do some work, and then maybe float outside later. He's floating around the perimeter, shooting too many jump shots.
Jack Morris having a career season. This is final year with Wichita State. Those are his conference totals. He's averaging 19 and 7.5 rebounds a game over the last 5.
No, the big fella's been dominant. Don't get me wrong. That's why I want to see him go down there. You're going to see a lot of this tonight from UCF. Just a little token press, not necessarily trying to create turnovers. You know, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country. Boom.
There it is. You talked about it.
Say it again. You can say it again. Go ahead.
Landry Shamet hits a 3.
There we go.
That's something that UCF has seen opponents do a lot more of. Shoot and knock down threes. Ever since Taco Fall, their 7'6" mountain of a man got injured and is done for the year now. Austin Reeves, a little out of control. Here's Shamet again. Ooh, that circled the drain.
Yes, it did. Thought it was down. It was halfway down and came out.
Nice step through by DeJesus.
You know, you talked about UCF giving up more threes since Taco has gone out. And that's because they've had to alter their defense. Their defense is still one of the best in the country with their field goal percentage defense at 39.4, being 7th in the country. But they can't extend their pressure as much. Before they could press out and not worry if there was penetration because you had Taco behind you.
Yep.
Now they've been a little more passive. And passive might be the wrong word. Not as aggressive.
Not as aggressive, I think it's
on
fair.
the perimeter. And opponents are getting better looks and making more.
Taylor cutting inside, and he's already got 6.
PJ Taylor right back in the lane again doing work.
Shamet had that one blocked. Morris with the second try. That one rejected by Rashard Kelly, and it will stay at this end of the floor on the other side. In Joe Lunardi's latest bracketology, he's got Wichita State as a 3 seed. We'll talk about the recipe for a deep run for Wichita State next.
I have to tell you something incredible. Capital One has partnered with Hotels.com to give Venture cardholders 10 miles on every dollar they spend at thousands of hotels. All you have to do is pay with this at Hotels.com/venture.
10 miles per dollar? That is incredible. I have the chills.
Because you're so excited.
Because ice is cold. And because of all those miles.
Obviously. What's in your wallet?
I'm not sure. What's in your wallet?
It'll just be you and me.
And that irresistible special sauce.
Rediscover your love for the Big Mac and its special sauce. And for a limited time only, try the Mac Jr. and Grand Big Mac.
Average lasagna? Not in this house. Because that's no average family. That's your family. Which is why you didn't grab just any cheese. You picked up Kraft mozzarella with a touch of Philadelphia for lasagna. Yeah. Kraft. Family greatly.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise to never compromise.
I promise to never compromise.
You can never make me.
I promise to never compromise.
I promise to never compromise.
Never gonna change me. I won't compromise, no.
For a limited time, get up to $850 back on the LG V30, V30 Plus, and LG G6. See T-Mobile.com or store for details.
Coach, take me to the kitchen. What's the Wichita State recipe?
Well, for success in the tournament, they're going to need a healthy dose of Landry Shannon. Then you have to stuff in there a whole lot of Shaq on the inside. Sprinkle in some Fran Camp. If you're low on Fran Camp, you can substitute some Austin Reeves in there. Have a little aggressive defense, stay in attack mode, and then just keep that swag that they have, that they always have when they're in the roundhouse.
I feel like we can serve this up with a little bit of swag. Well done, by the way, by Megan Holmgren, who is the wife of Wichita State SID. Brian Holmgren was nice enough to, not pie, but a pretty good cookie, and I would think if you know us at all, we like our food, so this is probably not going to be here by the end of the night.
End of the night, that's not going to make it to halftime.
Wichita State has been really impressive in their first year in this conference. They've upped the depth of this league, and I think they've upped the level of competition in this league.
Without a doubt, they've been such an addition to the conference. You know, they come in not acting like new kids on the block. You know, they've been stomping around like the big dog for most of the season this year, and it's added to the league's toughness, the league's RPI, the league's stature throughout.
Again, they have a chance in their first year in the conference to have at least a share of the regular season championship. Potentially could have it outright if Tulane does a little bit of a favor for Wichita State tonight. That would be beating Cincinnati. And then the 1 seed is still up for grabs for next week's American Conference tournament down the road at Amway Arena here in Orlando.
You know, the coaches voted these two 1 and 2, meaning Cincinnati, Wichita, and in the preseason, and they've gone out and shown that these are some very intelligent coaches, because they're right there 1 and 2.
And they were only separated by 1 vote for the top spot earlier this year. A.J. Davis has 4.
You know, Coach Dawkins has to be sitting over there hoping this can continue. You know, we have a UCF team that's been offensively challenged for most of this year. And so far today, they keep getting quality shots at the rim with penetration.
Backdoor for Taylor. Space in the lane for his 4th field goal.
What UCF is doing is they're bringing their bigs high and making them passes. And they're getting in that position, they're throwing it to cutters. And it's been so successful so far.
Davis.
Passes and shooters on the perimeter. They're pulling Big Shaq away from the basket and taking away, you know, one of his strengths. He's second in the league in block shots, but they have him out on the perimeter, and thus far, his presence on defense has not been felt at all.
Here is Shamet. Tough take. The tip try by Darrell Willis Jr. wouldn't go. Nine straight points for UCF. Deion Griffin off to Rokas Ovidas.
I like the way the PA guy said it a little better than Ovidas.
Sounds like Detroit basketball for a second. Good. Fran Camp. Such an important piece right now coming in off the bench for Wichita State.
And also so far, Wichita State, which is an outstanding offensive rebounding team, UCF's limiting them to 1 shot. It's 1 shot, now we're coming down the other end. UCF's being extremely patient and getting every look that they want.
Here's Taylor with a double to Davis.
Davis made the shot, but that's all B.J. Taylor right there. Being patient, setting that whole play up, drawing 2 guys with him, and a great assist to an open Davis.
That one will not go for Marcus McDuffie. Let's take a look at Johnny Dawkins in tonight's Infinity Coach's Corner. 54 years of age in his 2nd season as the head coach, but a 2-time All-American at Duke, left as the all-time scoring leader. top 10 pick by San Antonio, spent a decade in the NBA, was a radio analyst for Duke before he was a Coach K assistant, then became the head coach at Stanford, was named the head coach of UCF in March of 2016.
And Coach Dawkins looks like he still can check it up.
I don't doubt it, man.
And go out there with that sweet lefty jump shot. Johnny's still in shape. Before all of that, Mackin High School, Washington, D.C. She lit me up a few times on the show.
I will say that. Well, Johnny Dawkins' team is in control by 11 early. You can take an Infinity timeout in your day to vote for your favorite coach and charity. To vote, log on to infinitytimeout.com. We've got a timeout here in Orlando.
For 48 top NCAA coaches, a timeout can mean a win off the court, too, in the Infinity Coaches Charity Challenge. But they need your help. Take a timeout to vote for your favorite coach and help him win up to $100,000 for his charity. Vote today at infinitytimeout.com. Infinity. Empower the drive. Introducing the new Infinity QX80. Infinity. Empower the drive.
No, please. Please. Oh.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the Capital One Venture Card. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. What's in your wallet?
Talking about Wichita State and Cincinnati, but we got a Houston team lurking.
Yep.
And I mean lurking. They're playing well right now. You have other teams that can win that tournament. We're going to have some fun.
And Houston still has an outside shot at the top spot, or at the 2 seed, I should say, as well. Marcus McDuffie with a very difficult finish at the rim. What's the foul?
Tough call right there. And when I say tough call, it's tough because it's another foul on Chad Brown, which UCF can ill afford. Looked like he was straight up and down to me, to be honest, right there.
But it's one of the issues that you talked about that plagued UCF the first time around. And remember, they did not have Taco Fall in that game either, so they were already a little bit thin in the front court.
And so he possibly, with 11 minutes and 29 seconds, you know, Chad might be on the bench for the rest of the half. And we were accentuating Mr. Olvidas's name a few minutes ago. He's going to have to produce now.
That's 11, the 6'11" redshirt sophomore from Lithuania, Rokas Olvidas. B.J. Taylor. It's his first miss of the night. And it was last touched by Rano Nerger.
What's interesting right here is Wichita State, which is a man-to-man team, all of a sudden has gone to a zone. And they they sprinkle in zone, but they don't want to. UCF's got so many easy shots. So now let's see if UCF can still get the quality shots attacking from the inside out that they did versus man-to-man. Can he get those same shots versus the zone?
Davis fading. Navitas had it knocked away. And it will be a jump ball. Ball goes to Wichita State. Well, Saturday at 8:15 Eastern Time, the site of Game Day Saturday primetime presented by AT&T, a top 10 rivalry matchup. North Carolina won it in Chapel Hill. This one will be at Cameron Indoor. North Carolina and Duke, Saturday at 8:15 on ESPN and the ESPN app. Duke's coming off a loss the other night, tight one at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, but as the country knows, when those two teams play, who's hot, who's cold, who just won, who lost, all that goes out the door with the history and tradition of that rivalry.
Absolutely. Connor Frankamp.
Sprinkling a little Connor Frankamp.
He and Austin Reeves, as of late, the two guys that are, I don't want to necessarily say interchangeable, but they both do very good work from the perimeter. They've been really good from the perimeter as of late.
They have, and Frankamp went through a phase where he was in a little funk.
Yep.
Now, fortunately for the Shockers, when he went into his funk, Reeves really started to light it up. Now he's coming out of his funk, and Reeves is still lighting it up.
Yep. So it's Terrell Allen, who's done a really nice job as a backup point guard this year, especially with all the injuries on this team.
Well, backup point guard, he was the point guard for most of the season.
That's right, when Taylor was hurt. Yep. And you can see now Taylor was playing a little bit more off the ball with Allen on the ball.
And I think Coach Dawkins likes that. I think he wants that. It frees BJ Taylor to be a little more aggressive. But as you said, Terrell Allen has been outstanding, the Drexel transfer. He's averaging 31 minutes a game.
Man, with a thin team that UCF has been oftentimes this year, every one of those minutes has been huge. Frankamp. Good tip in by Nerger.
And what's quietly happened, very good timeout right there by Coach Dawkins.
Yep.
Wichita State has strung together several stops in a row. And so now UCF needs to get their rhythm back on offense.
As an allergy sufferer, you're wired differently. Nasacort is different too. Unlike antihistamines, it's designed to target and inhibit more of the allergic inflammation that causes your congestion and other nasal allergy symptoms. And by stopping more allergic inflammation, Nasacort gives you more effective relief from your worst nasal allergy symptoms, so you can breathe easier for 24 continuous hours. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable. Guaranteed or your money back.
One of the most amazing streaks in sports. Kansas, 14 straight Big 12 titles. They're the outright champion this year. They're on the road taking on Oklahoma State on Saturday at 4 Eastern Time, followed by Louisville and North Carolina State. NC State, by the way, still battling for a top 4 seed for the ACC tournament. That's our doubleheader leading you into Duke, North Carolina on Saturday.
Coach Kevin Keats, first year down at NC State, still has a chance. Let's see, UCF has to find a way. They seem to slow down a little too much offensively, not being aggressive and attacking. This Wichita State team, as everyone knows, can score in bunches. They're the leading scoring team in the conference at 86 and some change. So they're going to get hot. They're going to get hot. And UCF just has to try to slow them down, but keep scoring. UCF has about 4 or 5 possessions in a row without a basket. That's not a good sign.
Reeves left that a little bit short. Johnny Dawkins said we play at a very slow pace. UCF is 321st in the country in possessions over 40 minutes. And a lot of that is by design because of this thin lineup.
And something else that never gets discussed, it's also because of their stellar defense. They're one of the best defensive teams in the country.
So they work, right?
And so the opposition is taking a lot of time to score, which also limits the amount of possessions. It's not just UCF's offense is because their defense is so good. I mean, you have the Wichita State team that consistently is shooting in this game with 15 seconds or less. They usually don't do that. That's because of the defense that slows the pace down, coupled with, as you indicated, because of the injuries, because of their roster limitations, they want to slow it down on this end also.
That'll be a Marcus McDuffie foul, his second. Greg Marshall has done a really stellar job of taking this team into a league that has elevated the play. The Valley was very good, but Wichita State was a dominant team in the Valley. He basically said, we could bring our B game most nights in the Valley, and we'll still win a game. We might have some tight ones. Here, you can't bring your B game on any given night.
No, you can't. And they had to make an adjustment as a group.
Please subscribe. I'm going to get the Lakers game going in a few minutes. So just hold tight. It hasn't started yet. Please subscribe.
They had to find a way to bounce back in season and keep their swag that they're used to just running through teams within the Valley.
Nice bounce for DeJesus. He's got a couple of buckets in this first half.
Freshman who's been three-time conference rookie of the week, or freshman of the week, I should say, so far this year, has provided a scoring punch that Coach Dawkins didn't anticipate his freshman year.
Big Shaq Morris.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to have the opportunity to say that. Big Shaq Morris on the block.
You just want to talk about the big fella. I get it.
Get him down there on the block. Then move out.
DeJesus nearly had another friendly bounce there.
Go back to Big Shaq.
Brandpitt travels with the basketball. It'll be UCF ball on the other side. Don't forget, we've got Cincinnati on the road at Tulane, trying to clinch at least a share of the American title. What a huge night in the league. A one-game Cincinnati advantage.
Get a great deal more than a great deal. At the Hyundai Season of More event, get up to $3,750 in total savings or 0% APR for 60 months, plus $1,750 cash back. Sale ends soon.
There are so many choices for identity thieves on the dark web, but you can protect yourself with Experian. Get a completely free dark web scan to see if your identity has already been compromised. Go to Experian.com/free.
Don't miss the chance to see your team run down the nets at the American Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Championship. All the excitement of tournament basketball starts March 8th and runs to the 11th at the Amway Center in Orlando. For tickets, call the Amway Center box office or visit theamerican.org for more information.
Please subscribe. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna have the Lakers game going up in a few minutes, so if you're subscribed, you're gonna get the live post as soon as it comes up. Thanks.
15 on ESPN.
When I think about Duke, North Carolina, you think about one of the greatest rivalries in sports. Think about an opportunity to leave an amazing legacy and being a part of something that has made both programs amazing.
He was the all-time scoring leader when he left Duke, and he was all the way until J.J. Redick took over as the all-time scoring leader. How many great Duke, North Carolina games did this man see from courtside, whether as a player or as a coach? My goodness.
He saw a lot, and he was a part of a lot. He was responsible for a lot of those W's that the Blue Devils had.
In a series that has been almost dead even as of late. Good pick by Zach Brown, one of the best defenders in this conference.
Yeah, and Zach's a very good defender, but that's just a little careless pass. You can't throw those lazy passes against this Wichita State team.
Time for us to get to our game consistently. starts tonight. It's time.
It's time, boys,
no time
especially here at
around.
home, to win these ball games.
It's time.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be something. I'm talking lights, camera, action. I'm talking lights, camera, action. One shot. Shorty, turn it around. Let me see something. With me, for real, it's gonna be something. I'm talking lights, camera, action. And we sing it. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Turn it around, let me see something. With me, for real, it's gonna be something. Time for some action. Cameras flashing everywhere, main attraction. Let's rock, bounce to your man's song. Let's get the goings going on before the chance gone. Next stop, shorty, turn it around, let me see something.
Can't get enough Papa, can you? Oh, you remember Mo digging in the back trying to wave it off. Crazy. My favorite. Here's Mo's favorite.
the Utah and New York ones. I have that up in my home office. Like back to back, the same amount of time on both clocks as he's letting the ball go, 0.8 seconds. Those are iconic memories for this franchise, but just the fact that the same angle, the same visual on the shot clocks, and the same release on those two.
All of them. Because I've missed more than I've
the league with 90 field goal attempts as their average per game. They also average 100 points per game. Whiteside opens the game defending Julius Randle. The under but bruising power forward. Good job by Hassan with a D and the rebound.
Got to remember Randle's left hand. Wants to go over that right shoulder like he just did.
Dragic draws two defenders to him. Olynyk back in the starting lineup. Here's Dragic missing from three. And the rebound of a slender second-year man out of Duke, Brandon Ingram. Ingram having a terrific second year. 16 points a game for him. Here's Randle. Got the jumper. Here's Randle. 23-year-old out of Kentucky, averaging 15 points a night. It's a guy that's getting better every year. Winning 7 of their last 10, 3 in a row. Olynyk with the foul. Kelly Olynyk. Back in the starting lineup. A place he hasn't been in a while, but it's good to see him back. His second game back after missing 6 straight.
You can see the matchup. He's actually guarding the center because Lopez can shoot from the outside. He's a much more long-range shooter than Randle.
Brooke Lopez, who spent his first 9 seasons with the Nets. This is his first year with the Lakers, averaging career lows in points per game, field goal percentage, and minutes. Been a difficult transition for him here. Dragic, open corner three. Dragic, open corner three. He's missed one from each corner. Here comes Ingram, streaking through for the Lakers, according to official Tony Brown.
Good work by the officials.
See the reach by Ingram. Oh, he got a break there.
Wow.
That went off a drive.
And Smith had it right.
Winslow again.
Heat t-shirt, so come on down, Heat fans.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna post up again.
Case later in tonight's game. So open your tip-off magazine right now to page 48.
Snapshot of the week ahead. Look how challenging the Pacers, the Sixers, the Bucks, and the Pistons. Look how challenging each of their next 4 games are. Challenging each of their next 4 games off.
It is interesting, Eric, and to me it looks like the Pistons have the toughest schedule there. You know, at Miami, at Cleveland, at Toronto.
I'm going to have to go with the Bucks. With the toughest schedule, and Milwaukee all of a sudden is struggling. They have 3 straight losses. Well, Olynyk misses from Miami. Rebound comes down to Lonzo Ball. Lakers starting the game very well. Off transition, loose. Ball, Ingram runs to it, but Tony, I like the energy that the Lakers have started the game with. Scoreless against, actually 2 points against Philadelphia the other night, but 0 for 1 from the floor. So that ends the Lakers scoring run after 12 straight points. Winslow in the passing lane, and then Lonzo Ball knocked it out of bounds.
And again, Eric, we talked about the Achilles heel of the Lakers is turnovers. He's got to take advantage of that. In the last 2 times down, he'd have created turnovers.
Changing of the bigs for Miami. As you look at Luke Walton, the second-year head coach for Los Angeles. Olynyk and Whiteside sit down. Bam Adebayo and James Johnson check in. Well, he needs an infusion of energy right now, Coach. It is a flat beginning of this game for Miami.
That's what Coach Bo's doing. When you have versatility and depth, you can go to that.
Here's Dragic. Again, drawing 2 defenders. Out to Richardson. Nice flip. Bam with a slam.
Jay Rich with the penetration. He does that well.
First score for Bam Adebayo. Played just 7 minutes a couple nights ago against Philadelphia. His fewest minutes since the 3rd of January against the Pistons. We're halfway through the first quarter. Lakers ahead by 9. Ingram, nice pass to Caldwell Pope. The Lakers offense picking apart the Miami defense early. They've made 10 of their first 12 shots.
They're so assertive with the ball.
Dragic with an attacking score, his second bucket. And look how quickly the Lakers advance. Randall against James Johnson. Rookie Lonzo Ball out of UCLA. Good strip by Dragic, off a ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you got fortunate there. Usually when you reach in, bad things happen. That time it worked for Dragic. He got beat off the dribble. Knocked the ball off the ball.
Yeah, see that? Bam had a hand on it, then Dragic swiped it clean. Another Lakers foul coming up here. It's on Lonzo Ball. His first, and the Lakers' 4th team foul of the quarter.
Dragic is attacking ball at this end of the floor.
5:27 left in the first quarter. The Heat down by 9. 2 free throws for Dragic. And your first look at tonight's item of the game offered up by Crazy Andy. The new era Vice t-shirts available in men's and ladies sizes and price of just $15 each tonight. As always, this offer available to Heat Nation only during tonight's telecast and only on the MiamiHeatStore.com.
Eric, when a coach tells the team these guys are fast, they run, they attack, you know, it's just words. When you come out on the floor and they start doing it, now you've got to adjust and say the coach was right.
8-point Lakers lead. Caldwell Pope against Magruder, missing the through. So Rodney Magruder, the early entrance into his second game. Dragic, what a play!
Oh, boy. He's matching the energy, that's for sure. His teammates will follow.
Hey, thanks for joining. Please subscribe to watch the rest of my videos. I'm going to be posting the rest of the game. Just in case the videos do go down, subscribe, and you'll get the live post. So please subscribe.
10-2
Thanks.
run for the Heat as we go to this timeout.
Festival. Correct price of the featured one Sotheby's listing to win. And right now, let's check in and say hello to the one and only Dan.
Hey, Michael B., how you doing right now? I'm hanging out with Brett, season ticket member. It's time to lay the one Sotheby's International Realty Showcase. Very simple. I'm going to give you a description of a beautiful property. Then you will have a multiple choice guess of what the property costs. Can you handle that?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's go right to Heat TV and get started. If you're looking for a spectacular views, a private dock in your own backyard, well, look no further. Located in a gated community of Stillwater Island, this 4-bedroom located remodeled home offers waterfront living with all of today's modern amenities. Included custom-made Italian kitchen with porcelain floors, and of course, a brand new infinity pool. All right. Before you guess, Brett,
please subscribe, guys, to the videos so I can keep them going, and you can watch the rest of the game just in case video does go down. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Is it 15 million, B, or C, 5.4 million? What do you guys, you know, it's up to you. All right, let's see what happens. Let's tabulate and see what the audience thinks. And
welcome back here on Fox Sports Sun with tonight's Unlimited Performance, brought to you by Metro PCS. For much of the season, points off turnovers was a bad thing for Miami. It was working against them, but, Coach, not lately. Over the last 4 games, Miami is plus 11 points per game in points off turnovers. The Heat after nearly 24 points a game off turnovers in the last 4 and giving up 11 points less. It's only in the last 4 games the Heat are averaging under 13 turnovers a game. So not only are they getting offense off their defense, they're getting more offense through their offense because they're turning it over less. The field goal attempts are going up, and so are the points per game.
No doubt. They're getting easier shots because of the defense, making the percentage higher. They're more focused now. This is the time of season where you got to feel the urgency and know that there's not much time left in the season.
Isaiah Thomas is in for the Lakers. Thomas, who was so good for the Celtics a year ago. Just the first 30-plus games, missed first 36 with Cleveland, coming back from the hip injury, and then gets traded to the Lakers.
Please subscribe to the page. Subscribe to get the up-to-date live post. Thank you.
Quick score for the energetic and athletic Bam Adebayo.
Goran with a perfect lob.
And that's a 12-2 run for Miami. Actually, a 12-4 run. Randall, who already has 11 points. Muscling with James Johnson. Excellent defense by JJ. Down by 4. Just over 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. Double on Dragic. Inside of Winslow, not through. Good catch by Adebayo against Lopez. Winslow got it to Magruder. Excellent play by Winslow.
Yeah, he outfought the opponent. Got an assist.
Well, the Heat were down.